I get this question several times a week. Michelle, why won't my puppy stop crying in their crate? I've done everything to make it stop. In today's video, I'm going to discuss the best tips to stop your puppy from crying in their crate and how to help them settle in there faster. Be sure to hit the subscribe button so you'll be the first to get notified when next week's video goes live. Michelle here with How to Train a Dream Dog. Don't forget to check out my other social networks as well. You can grab the link to those in the description too. Okay, you have been trying to get your puppy to love their crate, and right now it seems like it's just never going to happen. They keep barking and crying and whining. Am I right? Maybe you've resorted to sleeping on the couch with the crate next to you, or you've just decided it was just far easier to bring them into bed with you instead of leaving them in the crate crying. Both of these things aren't the solution, and I'm going to share why in a moment. All right, first things first. Crate training a puppy is one of the top skills your puppy should master as soon as possible. It's the place they should stay when you can't watch them, when you need to leave the house, when you need to go to work, or even if you're working from home. Puppies need downtime or nap time. They get overstimulated and they can't settle easily on their own. This leads to trouble. Trouble comes in the form of biting and nipping, destructive chewing, and not listening well. Just like little kids need naps, so do our puppies. Here are some really important things to consider when teaching your puppy to love their crate and not cry in it all night long. Number one, your puppy needs to be well exercised before going in their crate. A revved up pup will not be able to settle and will bark and cry in their crate. Number two, puppies should go potty before going in their crate so they don't have accidents in there and so they don't bark for attention and demand that you let them out. Number three, your puppy needs to go in their crate periodically throughout the day. Otherwise, they will learn the only time you put them in there is when you leave or when it's bedtime. They quickly pick up on this and will throw a tantrum when it's time to go in. So make sure you're following the puppy sample schedule I outlined in the new puppy starter kit under the potty training section. The link is below. I think the most common reason puppies bark or cry in their crate is because owners accidentally reward the behavior. A puppy barks and its owner quickly runs over and gives puppy attention. It only takes 1 or 2 tries for puppy to realize the behavior works. Owners ask me all the time why their puppy won't stop barking, even though they already fed their pup, they played with their pup, they took their pup out, and their pup still won't settle. I ask them if they have ever gone back over to the pup who was crying in the crate. 95% of the time owners say, yes, I was just trying to see why they were crying. I then say, there's your mistake. You reinforced the behavior. So, what's a puppy owner to do? Okay, first, I want you to start to teach your puppy that their crate is the best place to be. All right, number one, cover the crate, but make sure the sheet doesn't touch the top or the sides by placing something bigger than the crate on top, and then put the sheet over the top of that. The front and the sides get covered, but the back is left open and against the wall. You have to make the crate cozier and provide a darker, quieter place for your puppy to rest. Too much light or access to see all the activities going on around them will just keep them overstimulated, revved up, and unable to settle. Number two, play calming music near their crate. Number three, feed meals in their crate. Now, only leave the food down for maybe about 10 to 15 minutes, then take it out. And you're not going to leave water in there either. This only backfires because your puppy's going to have to go potty and they're going to have an accident in there. We don't want them to play in it either when they get bored. Number four, you have to teach your puppy that going in their crate means good things. You can learn more about this game inside this video here. Number five, and one of the most important, letting puppy cry it out. If all their needs are met and you've been teaching pup how to love their crate, then the next best thing to do is to let them be. Will it be easy? No. But the more you go to them when they're crying, the more you teach them their behavior makes you react. This is also why we don't allow them in bed just yet. I wait until their crate training has progressed significantly and they are well past accident and chewing stages. I can't tell you how many pictures I've seen and how many of my students have shared with me where their puppy peed or pooped in the bed while their owners were sleeping. Or when they woke up, the blankets had holes in them and the pillows looked like they had just exploded. Most pups aren't trustworthy until they are, brace yourself, ready, about a year or older. I hear it all the time. Oh, my pup would never do that. My puppy is so good. And those same people reach out to me when their dog is about 6 months old and ask me how to re-crate train their dog because it's causing so many problems in the middle of the night when they're supposed to be sleeping. But instead, they're chewing and destroying things. This is both tiny and giant breed dogs and everything in between. I also don't want you sleeping on the couch just because you think it's the only way your puppy will learn to go to sleep in their crate. All this really does is teach them they can only sleep if you're nearby. The longer you allow this, the worse the puppy's behavior is going to get, especially when you step away and you go and sleep in your own bed. We need to start right away from day one by teaching puppy a set schedule, a set of routines, and how to settle on their own with limited assistance from us. Now, this isn't always an easy skill since they will be so used to their litter mates and their mother, but it is crucial that they don't accidentally get rewarded for the very behavior you're trying to stop. Now, if you know for sure they don't have to go potty and they aren't hungry and they've been well exercised, then it's okay to let them cry it out. If you do have to open the crate to let them out, make sure you wait a moment so they are quiet. You can teach your puppy quiet behavior gets you to open the door, but barking and hopping around in the crate doesn't get you to open the door at all. Before I share my last tip about crate training, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, what are you waiting for? All right, now on to the last thing to avoid, which I've seen actually more times than people returning to the crate to check on the pup. Don't try to feed your pup to keep them quiet. Owners tell me all the time they toss a kibble in or a piece of a cookie when their pup is barking in the crate, and it seems to keep them quiet for a few minutes. This is just as bad, if not worse, than returning to the crate when the puppy's barking. It's just reinforcing the wrong behavior. I once had a student tell me they stopped their dog from barking by giving their dog a cookie each time it started. By the time I got to their house, the behavior had gotten so out of control they didn't know how to fix it. They had tried toys, cookies, high-value treats, and just nothing worked. We had a lot of work to counter-condition the dog to understand barking didn't equal cookie time. The better thing to do is to tire out your pup, take them out to potty, tuck them in their crate, cover, and walk away. Now, make sure to follow this video here to learn what you should and shouldn't put in your crate so your puppy stays safe and out of trouble. All right, tell me in the comments below, have you been accidentally rewarding your pup for the barking while they've been in their crate?